Weekend across America coming up in a couple of days' time. Lou Vero's going to join us coming up in about 15 minutes here on the program. I'm interested to get your perspective on what hockey in America means today as compared to years gone by. I mean, the game has changed in so many ways. I know USA Hockey is waving the flag proudly based upon the World Junior Hockey Championship gold medal in Saskatoon here a couple of weeks ago. What about the state of hockey in the U.S. of A. these days as compared to maybe 15, 20 years ago?
Well, I just remember growing up, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'd like to see the stats on as far as how many rinks were in suburban Cleveland. Probably, when I was, how long was that? About 20, anywhere from 20, 23 years ago. I'd like to see where it was at then, and I know now in the summertime when I head back in that area, there's rinks all over. It's moved pretty far south, and it's kind of adjoining with Columbus as far as rinks and high school hockey, and it's grown in that area. And I know in a lot of other areas growing up in Cleveland, we always had to go up to Michigan, or I played in the league in Buffalo for a year, and we had to go to certain towns to play, to see other teams. And I know now that it's growing in great lengths in all different areas of the country. I've seen it in my time in New Jersey. You see it here in Pittsburgh, just the support here and how many rinks are in this area, and it's pretty impressive. So I like the way that hockey's grown in the States, and hopefully it just keeps growing that way.
Now, you would have just missed out on the Cleveland Barons, right? But you've heard the stories, I guess?
What's that?
You would have
who
just
are
missed
they
out.
is what he's saying.
I'm dating myself here, but you would have just missed out on the Cleveland Barons, but you've heard the stories, no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
My older brother played for the Cleveland Barons, Mike, so you can that tells you how old it's been.
Yeah.
They used to have a curtain around the back of the rink. You remember
the Richfield Coliseum?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richfield. I went there growing up all the time, and then they had the Cleveland Lumberjacks, the IHL that I grew up watching there, and that place was in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, that's what they all say, and that's one of the big reasons why it didn't work out for sure. So, Mike, we'll let you go. I'm not going to ask you about Jerry Cheevers and the Cleveland Crusaders. We'll just end the conversation here. But it was great catching up with you once again. Keep up the good work, Mike.
All right, thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right, Mike Rupp from the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yeah, I mean, you look
Boy,
back.
I tell you, his grandfather doesn't
That's
know
what
those
I'm saying.
guys.
I knew it was dangerous water to tread with Mike Rupp because he's not that old where he remembers the Cleveland Barons.
No.
But that's the thing, Dennis, they used to say about the Barons. Hey, why did it work out? Well, the Richfield Coliseum was out in the middle of nowhere, and nobody could get out there, including the players half the time, right?
Could have been. My brother was there for a while, and then they merged with Minnesota, if you remember.
That's right.
And that was the end of Cleveland. So a lot of other things were going on as well.
Yeah, no question about it. When we come back, it's the